I have to have 2 watches. Stab it right above your kneecap. I never leave the house without this thing. That'd be crazy. Hello, I'm Ranger here at Singing Trout River State Park and Campgrounds. And these are 10 things that I can't live without. Here, as a park ranger, here are 10 things I just cannot live without. So don't try and make me or I'll die. Everybody's got to drink their maple syrup in the morning or coffee. I don't care who you are. I use a Trout mug. This next one's a twofer. I hope that's okay. I'm cheating a little bit, but it's my handy field recorder and my handy cam recorder. Throughout the park, you never know when you're gonna see a cryptid. And those new fancy fangled phones, they just, they have such a high resolution, they don't really capture the essence of a cryptid. And so what this does is it captures the essence. This will capture the essence of a cryptid. Speaking of these new fancy fangled telephones, we've got my Nokia. I can't leave the house without this thing because my nephew might call me. You can flip it one-handed, seamlessly in case your other hand is busy, possibly, you know, doing a humane execution of a mountain lion. I would never want to do that. My favorite thing about the Nokia is you can watch YouTube Shorts. My Sunnies. Caretaker developed these extra special just for me. Told me they protect me against ultraviolet rays. My bag. I don't go anywhere without this. Really cool story about this bag. I actually found this bag just in the park. It was actually on a park bench, right at the trailhead to one of our trails. And it was full of stuff in it. And there was food, you know, set out across the whole picnic table. And there was a dog tied to the table too, sitting there, and there was a car parked. But yeah, I'm so glad I found this. Next up we've got, oh, okay, it's a Red Bull, but I'll just say this. These are for emergencies only. These are for when I'm very weary and things aren't going too well. Let's just say that. My little can of treasures. Anytime I find a cool treasure out in the park and nature, I put it in here. For example, we've got a really, really cool rock, if you look at it. One of the cooler rocks you'll find, and then this is a gourd. No, I can't go anywhere without my books. I'm a big reader. Right now I'm actually reading John Dalmas' The Lizard War, Hugh Cook's The Wizard War. Then I've got the Holy Bible for truckers. It's a lot like the Holy Bible, but it applies more towards what truckers are going through. What number are we on again? Was it 5? Number 5. Number 5, my little tough guys. These guys are perfect for if you need to capture, let's just say, a very strong form of energy inside a physical object in a pinch. This is my disposable camera for if my handy cam is just looking too high res. Survival heat blanket. This is the kind of installation used for space exploration, which I'm never going to do. My Fisher Space Pen. This thing can write in 0 gravity. It can write anywhere. It can write in space. Not that I'd ever want to go there. Flashlight. This P12 Nightcore can do 1,000 lumens. Now that's brilliant. This is kind of my everyday carry. I can't go anywhere without this, especially when it's nighttime. The thing I used to use before I had this, and I still love this thing, but it's probably a lumen, or maybe 1 lumen. My favorite, walking stick. You know, I found this walking stick one time, and it's gotta be the best walking stick. I'm never finding a walking stick like this. This is the best walking stick. Flask. This is for stuff like budget meetings, you know. Hear ye, hear ye. I think we're broke. What are we on now? Number 6, I thought it was. Number 6. Gotta have my tunes. This is an original 1993 cassette of Enter the Wu-Tang. 36 chambers. The old marble memo pad. I can't go anywhere without this thing. It's completely blank, but I feel like I'm gonna think of something. This is an antibacterial spray given to me by a guy who worked at Raytheon Technologies. He said he would just kind of spray it just like that at the end of each day and wipe his hands clean of what he'd done. Could be useful. This is a SOG Trident Elite. Now this thing is really sharp. And I would say the only downside to this is if you're trying to swing on like a playground set of swings and you have it kind of like this and you're going like, and you're kind of swinging up and down, and on one coming down you kind of, if you were to like stab it right above your kneecap, right into that part of your knee, and blood would just, and your nephew's crying and you're just trying to swing and you don't want to make a big deal or show anybody, but it's just gushing blood everywhere, and on the you're still swinging, and so you eventually get it to pull out, but it's got a serrated bit here, and so when it comes out it's not so easy. Otherwise, a great knife. Number 9, paracord bracelet. You all see me wear this at all time. I'm not going anywhere without this thing. I can't live without this. You all know by now that the park strangles the Colorado-Florida border, and such therein I have to have 2 watches, one for time on one side of the river, one on the other. Now this is, what is this and how did it get in my bag? This is some kind of egg. I think this is Pedro's egg. He has these, oh, that was close. I almost dropped the egg in this. Oh! Pedro's egg. This bracelet that Pedro made for me and gave to me, and ever since he did, I've never taken this thing off. My 2x4. Now, I don't go anywhere without this thing. Ugh. My friend Evan Monsma gave me this 2x4. He said, I really want to donate to the park, but I'm short on funds. I don't have any money. But he said, I have this 2x4. I have wood, and he gave me this 2x4, and I never go anywhere without this 2x4. I think it's a really nice gesture and a generous gift. I would next time probably still prefer money. I don't ever leave the house without this thing. Of course, we've got some snacks. I cannot go anywhere without these snacks. I got an Uncrustable, for example, some Gancitos. Actually, I've got a hankering for a Gancito right about now. Why don't we just take a bite? You know, I don't know if I can actually eat the whole thing. I've never done this before, but I think I might give it a slice in half. What was that? Hope I didn't bother anybody by slicing this Gancito in half. I mean, it's just a Gancito. What? What's gonna happen? You know? Some specter of a Gancito man is gonna now hunt me down for the rest of my life? That'd be crazy. That's not what happened.